Hi and welcome to another episode of Chef's Tips and Tricks with me, Chef Simon Mckenzie. Today we're going to be making one of my personal favourites. It's summer slaw, and it's a great accompaniment if you're having barbecues, salads, inside your burger. You know, it's really nice, really fresh, really vibrant. So what have we got? Got a nice wedge of white cabbage. You can use red cabbage if you like as well. Piece of red onion, piece of carrot, nice thick piece of carrot there. Got some mint, some coriander, some dressings. So this is just a basic house dressing if you like. So it's Dijon mustard, honey, olive oil, all mixed together, and some fennel seeds. So let's get going. So I'm going to be using my mandolin here to shred my cabbage. If you haven't got a mandolin, you can do it with a really sharp knife. This just makes things a little bit easier. But please, if you are using these, watch your fingers, really sharp. So I'm going to take the big wedge out of my cabbage and get rid of that. And then holding it together quite firmly now, because with the root off, it could all fall apart on us. And I'm just going to take my time and shred it nice and thin. We'll go a little touch thinner than that. Nice and thin. And so, as you can see, slices about 1 millimetre thick there. So it's going to keep going. Start all my cabbage down. As it gets a bit right close to the edge, just going to take the time, turn it, and start again. All the way through. And, you know, a little bit left there. We'll use that for something else, but you know, best get rid of that rather than sacrifice a fingertip, something like that. Okay, so clean mixing bowl, all my cabbage into the bowl. And what I'm going to do is normal table salt, and need to watch this, and we're going to go with a really good 1, 2, 3 really good pinches. Now don't worry, we're going to wash all our salt off in a minute. Just mix it through the cabbage. And what this does, the salt, it draws all the moisture out. So we want the cabbage to kind of soften up a little bit. We're going to add the red onion and the carrot. That's going to give us texture, but we want to kind of just soften up the cabbage a little bit. Now that's going to take about 10 minutes there. And we're going to move on to our carrot. So I'm lucky with my mandolin, I've got the little teeth here that come with it. I'm going to add these in. If you don't have this, you can just continue slicing your carrot into strips and then use a knife and cut it into what we call julienne. Otherwise, just use a grater, like cheese grater, and just grate it. So again, really fine strips. So see, again, it's really fine, about 1 millimetre thick. Through my carrot, go about halfway. I'm going to turn it again just so I don't cut my fingers. All the way through, and again, I want to stop there just so I don't cut myself, and I'll use that again for something else. And that's it, finish my mandolin now. Separate clean bowl, I'm going to put my carrots into there. Next, take my red onion and take the roots out. Go with that. So now it looks like wedges taken out either side. This is so when we cut it, it's going to fall into kind of half circles. If I was finally dicing it, I would have left the root in, so that would hold it together while I was busy dicing my onion up. So again, toe of the knife on the board, nice rocking motion with the knife. Nice rock, no fingers on the top, makes it unstable, and do a nice rocking motion. So the knife is doing all the work for us. None of this cutting down, because that bruises. And start at the end, just as fine as you can go. Take your time, get about 2/3 of the way through, stop, move everything out of the way, turn the onion over, and keep going the other way. Falls apart, don't worry, just do it in 2 halves. Again, just go to the very end bit, clean it off. and add the onion on top of my carrot. Pop that over there, waiting for later. So I'm going to take my coriander, and I'm not worried about the stalks of coriander. The very bottom bits, yes, I will get rid of them, but up here, they're fine, they're great. So I'm going to go through, not too fine. You know, it's about a centimetre gap. Push that to one side. Now I've got my mint leaves here. I'm not going to use that much, quite a lot of mint there for this. I just want that nice freshness you get from mint, you know, it kind of reminds you of summer and spring. I am going to pick the leaves off because mint stalks are a little bit more robust and not so nice to eat. And that's fine. So I'd say that's about a quarter amount of mint to what I've got coriander there for that wedge of cabbage. And I'll go a little bit finer on the mint because I don't really want to get a nice thick piece of mint in my teeth when I'm eating this later. There's mint. Just going to mix them all together there. But I'm not going to put that in with the carrots yet. I'm just going to leave them on my board to one side. Okay, so now you can see the cabbage has gone really, really soft. You can see little bits of water coming out of it. If I give it a squeeze, there's plenty of water there. And so what we're going to do now, pop it under some running cold water. Take the top cold. Not too fast. You don't want the cabbage to go everywhere. Give that a rinse out. What we're doing now, we're washing all that excess salt off. Get rid of it. You can feel how soft the cabbage has gone. It's amazing, isn't it? How quick all that excess moisture comes out. It's a good rinse around. And take a sieve. Pour it in the sieve. And take a clean tea towel. And keep it doubled over. And take the cabbage, pop it in the middle, bring in my corners to make it into kind of like a little bag, I guess. And then I'm going to wring it. Watch all the water coming out. And we're going to just go to the bowl there. I'm going to use this bowl again in a second. Take the cabbage out. Now it's like a nice tight little ball. It's amazing, isn't it? We started off with this huge amount of cabbage, and now when we've got rid of that extra water, how little's left. Okay, let's open this up. Take my carrots and my red onion and pop them in. And the onions are going to give that great texture to that. I'm going to take my herbs, drop them in, and my dressing. In it goes. Don't think I'll need all of that. We'll see. And take a clean spoon. Just going to start gently mixing this together. The colours are great, aren't they? Look how vibrant it is. It's a nice mix. It's a little bit tricky working the cabbage through the crunchy vegetables. So just keep folding it through, turn it over, make sure the onion all falls apart. There we go. Have a little taste of that, see what you think. Touch more salt for me. In it goes. There's enough dressing in there. See, the dressing's just kind of coating it and pulling everything together. Clean bowl. So get my hand, get me a spare hand to give me a little bit of help here to guide it in. There we go, into the middle there. Nice pile. Touch of the veggies on the top. And I'm going to sprinkle it with the fennel seeds. There we go, my summer slaw. Hope you join me in the future for another episode of Chef's Tips and Tricks.